Hey, welcome back to another episode of HBM's Nuclear Tech Mod Space Fork, where today I will not have the same problem as yesterday, where I literally basically was at the point of mental fatigue to such a degree that I could not even think of what I was doing in the episode. So we did kind of accomplish that, but I want to get some aluminium. And that's what I'm going to do today. Gonna head down and get some aluminium, make the stuff we need for RF converting stuff, so hopefully that works out. So the reason I'm doing this right now is because I am going to mine all of these layers out so that way they're only one block thin at some point in the future. So I will need to mark each layer with a torch on the side. So one will go here. Oh, whoa. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the layer of the bottom. And then we're gonna go down to the layer I probably need to be on. Is that 4 there? Pretty sure that's actually that is what it needs to. 3, 2. Is this it? Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 layers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have a layer here. This is where I want to be for today's episode, is on this specific layer here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then I should just go ahead and set my tool to now be Alt. Do this. We're going to go AoE 2, and then we're going to go ahead and do Silk Touch today. So we can get started with that mining and stuff and all that goodness. That's what we're after. Holy crap. I survived. I mean, it might be power armor, but it might also just be that I am physically too tough to die. I might have miscalculated how tall each one of these will be. I'm pretty sure it's 5. That was 5, correct? That wasn't more than 5, right? Because I don't know, honestly. But we already found aluminium, which means I chose the correct layer, 38. It's pretty good for this, I guess. It should give us aluminum, titanium, and some other materials. In normal Minecraft, you just go down to the lowest layer, but here is where you can probably benefit from trying out every single layer, because there's always something good on each layer. You just have to find it, which means I need more crates. But we did grab enough of the actual bauxite to make cryolite, which I need to make lye, because I need the ability to make lye and be ready to go. So we will now attempt to do that, make some cryolite in here. While that happens, I will make boxes, and we should probably set up an actual way of making this stuff more effectively, because we are not doing it very well right now. One thing that is quite annoying with this 5x5 vein mining stuff is that, or 5x5 mining stuff, is that like you will get so much stone that you fill up your inventory like every 5 seconds. Like every 5 swings, you fill up your inventory with stone, and you don't get as much of the actual ores you're looking for on this layer. So like there's no real benefit to mining, like, you know, with silk, like a 5x5 silk touch, when you're getting so much of that rubbish that you don't really want, and there's nothing you can do with stone. But here's what I propose is kind of every stack of stone can be used for like a material of some kind. Like if you use it in a process, you can turn it out into something else that's more useful, is what I would feel is a valid solution to this issue, making it much more viable to do mining on all of the layers instead of just a few of the layers, and kind of opens up that, you know, stone usefulness. But that would be easily exploited if people try setting up automatic stone setups or something like that. But that's not very easy to do, to get automatic stone, as you will have to mine cobblestone automatically. You could do it with a mining drill on Silk Touch though. There's a lot to consider with that, but it is definitely something that I would think is kind of something that is like definitely a good suggestion. If I was to suggest something about adding to this mod, that'd be like like everything I would suggest is just more resource stuff, like honestly. But as you can see, we now have so much aluminum bearing ore that I can finally make aluminium, cryolite, and all of the stuffs and things I need. Valid or insane? Let's find out in today's episode. Dun, 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 dun. There. Oh my goodness. You need to stop throwing meteorites at me, bro. You need to stop throwing meteorites at me. Stop it. Where's my heating oil, bro? Where's my heating oil? Trying to find out. This guy is not making heating oil. He has naphtha. How is this guy? Oh my gosh, he has so much sulfur. Wait, if we automated the... We can automate sulfur on this, can't we? Oh yes, we are about to make more. How much rubber have you made? Not a lot, but enough to make several AK mags. That's perfect. Yes, we like mix-ins here, because that's the best thing for Forge mod loader, is to have mix-ins on it. Red mud is now being made into sodium aluminate and bauxite solution. Everybody clap your hands. Okay, clap your hands. We have red mud and sodium aluminate. So sodium aluminate. Aluminates. Here we go. Sodium aluminate. Mental degradation right here. Coming back to you live with another episode of HBM's Nuclear Space Fork. Ah, yes. We all love to do this part. Here we're going to need the rotary furnace, my friends. And this is not actually a bad recipe. I don't know if this was HBM's doing. Probably was. But it is a not bad recipe. And that means it's really easy. The main reason I need this is to make capacitors. Well, no, this is for the fire bricks. But the main reason I need aluminum powder is for capacitors. But also comes in handy for clay. Fire clay. And then fire bricks. Finally. Which, of course, is contributing to my primary objective of assembling some stuff and things in the future. So I will go ahead and explain even more. Basically, we now have all of that. We need to make fire bricks in the furnace. And then we'll make a rotary furnace, which is going to require some stuff and work. So rotary furnace is the next step, right? What does it take to craft a rotary furnace that I don't have access to? A tier 2 anvil. Okay, I have access to that. Then I need 8 copper plates. And I need copper. So I'll make copper powder into copper ingots. Which I should have copper ingots somewhere else, though. I am certain of that for a fact. We also have iron ingots. So I'm good on those fronts. And how much steel is it? No steel at all. Steel is not required in that recipe. For whatever reason. So then I have basically completed the rotary furnace we need for that. Which is almost done. I'd say we have a few minutes left. But we're going to work on some capacitors now. Since that is another goal to have. And those capacitors are made with stuff in here. I need to have these. And I need to take some wires of aluminum, which we can make on there. So I'll go ahead and make up some aluminum ingots, make up some wires, and then we'll figure it out from there. Just do some aluminum powder through here, and then we'll get ingots of it, and then we'll have what we need to make wires. I like that this process is able to give you both what you need for like capacitors, and then which is powder, and then what you need for wires, which is ingots. Because in theory, if you do the chain correctly, you're getting both. And you could get just one, but it makes automating everything else so much easier if you hook it up to one of these lines directly. You see, HBM mod is not a hard mod. And some people might say, oh, it's a tech mod, it's gonna be hard. It's not a hard mod. It's so easy to do. The thing that's hard in HBM mod is to automate it, because you don't really need to automate much. The only things you need to automate are a few select lines, because they are very complex to do mentally. And if you just try to do the same line over and over again, you can literally batch craft through HBM mod. You don't even have to do it using machines. You can do it by hand. That's how HBM mod is one of the best Minecraft mods, in my opinion, is that you have the option to automate things, but you also simultaneously are not required to in any capacity. Which is true with GregTech as well, but not as true, because in GregTech, it's easy to automate things, and you probably definitely should automate things. You don't have to, but if you want to make it far in GregTech, you have to automate things. In this, You don't have to automate things. It's just a suggestion. It's there, but you don't have to. Whereas in GregTech, it's definitely more on the side of, oh, you kind of need to automate this if you want to progress. Now, let's see how this rotary furnace stacks up in this. It's kind of, how does this work exactly? I'm not sure I understand. This seems to be like, it wants steam, so I can give it steam. That will be actually not hard to do. But it's also, it's weird. This is a weird machine right here. Like, look at this. Steam. Like, what? It needs both? It needs steam and power? Or it just needs steam, though. It doesn't say it needs power. That's interesting. It's weird that I need to make a rotary furnace, but I will make a rotary furnace now. Give me the rotary furnace so I can place it into existence. Okay, as you can see, if I flip the sides around, it should just connect into there. Yep, it did. So then I just have to find a way of getting steam into it. Actually, we'll space it out a bit more so it doesn't have that issue where it's not going to be able to get steam. The steam will come from the outside, probably. Or from the roof, because I could just set up a steam plant on the roof on one of these sides to power everything. So I guess we'll put this in. We could do red and then output green, or just do we could just, yeah, these are like item outputs, I'm pretty sure. Then so I guess this is sodium aluminate, right? Liquid sodium aluminate. Yeah, here we go. Do this. Then I will hook in a pipe for sodium aluminate to the yellow. Or actually, it needs to go to red. So I guess if I move this another block in that direction, I'll be good. So like right here. Then hook up sodium aluminate. Boom. And then I should have all of that go into there. Except it did not go into there because this pipe is a universal fluid duct. Then this one is sodium aluminate. Does it go in through the back then? Because these, oh, those are item pipes. I'm stupid. It goes in through the back. So. Wonderful. Wonderful. Sodium aluminate now is complete. That would be, it needs flux for that or something else, but I'm not going to do that for now. Don't really want to do that. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Time to set up a steam plant for it, which I could do on the roof. It's probably the best spot to do it at. But really, that's all I have time for today. I don't have time for anything else besides getting this set up. So, that's all I got for you all. I'll see you all next time when we hook up the steam line.